Welcome. I'll be reacting to Space 1999, Season 1, Episode 3. This is not a market substitute. Please support the original.
Say I was right. Admit that I, Jack Tanner, did foretell, did prophesy.
Is that Brian Blessed?
Long before you heard from that eyeless instrument.
I'm pretty sure that is. He was in Henry V. Yes. Please tell me this is a recurring character.
Not any moon! The Earth Moon! That selfsame orb whose unforgiving eye beheld the birth of Caesar!
No wonder they got Shakespearean actors in here.
With we of the eternal breed, there can be no contact.
Hello out there. Hello, Alpha. This is Ultima Thule. Do you copy? Men of Alpha, do you hear me? We have a life here.
I'm not a fan of living long to start with, but can you imagine having eternal existence on an ice planet? No, thank you. Brian Blessed, I was right.
Still no contact?
We're transmitting continuously, but getting nothing back. Computer says the weather conditions on the surface are terrible.
When we head into the smog, we may lose contact with you. But keep listening anyway.
Sensors are out completely.
But we've got the original data.
The last reading on the surface temperature was -60. That's
Ew.
the heat of the day.
Depending on how hard the going is, about 20 minutes on a due west bearing or to...
I like that they're so sensibly dressed. They even have the sunglasses to protect from the snow glare. And those are huge backpacks. Like, you can tell that they're taking a lot of equipment with them to be safe. My first backpacking trip beyond when I was a little kid and didn't carry anything, we had those big backpacks with the metal frames. This definitely brings me back to the actual 90s.
They've come! You didn't think they'd heed a fool.
Alphonse. Alphonse!
Is there a hatch somewhere?
Yes, we hear you! Where are you?
Men of Alpha!
Good to know there's somebody around!
They are not holding back on the snow machine. Carter keeps wandering off.
It's Helena! Can you hear me?
Oh no. Helena, get up. She really is in a state. I like on this show how they really use the elements. Last episode, it was a windstorm. And here we have snow. I really enjoy that about this series. Is that Brian? Uh-oh. Will they see her? Will someone bring her bag, please?
Yes, he's fine. He's responding. Gonna be fine.
Why are they on an ice planet in miniskirts? I guess this room is really warm.
There were 4 of us. He's still out there?
No. Believe me, it's impossible. Search for this 4th Alpha to the limit of your endurance.
Stan! Will! Joe, come on!
If anyone could make it back to the ship, it's Carter, though.
Alan, they're still searching for him. The people are from Earth. Survivors of the Uranus expedition of 1986.
There were survivors.
I know it's incredible, but they're here.
The 7 of our party perished on their first night here. Dr. Helena Russell, Colonel Jack Tanner, commander of the Uranus probe.
Call me Jack.
Really?
For I am Jack the Fool. The good doctor will hang me in your heads. I go to hang my hat.
Jack.
Is that the ship? Or an entrance? Yes! Go, Carter! I knew you could do it.
The ship went out of control. Instruments askew, prayers unanswered. We traveled at unbelievable speed to the farthest limit of the then known universe.
clear the Eagle, will it? It's a lot of snow. Could make it difficult to take off again. This is a fantastic set.
Report, Eagle One. Report your situation. Do you hear me, Eagle One? Do you copy, Eagle?
Why does he want to keep them there? Please
Do you copy,
answer.
Eagle One? This is Alpha. Eagle One, this is Alpha. Eagle One, do you copy?
Alpha. Alpha, I can hear you.
Come in, Eagle One. Do you copy?
Paul. Paul, I can hear you. Do you copy?
We are transmitting on interstellar strength, but they cannot.
Oh, yeah.
Alpha, in case you can hear me, I gotta take off out of here
Before I'm buried.
Yeah. Come on.
Lift off.
He did the right thing. But he's going to think they're all dead. I think they'll send a search party. They seem like good people on the moon.
In its natural form, it's extremely bitter. It provides the staple diet for a species of ox found on the surface.
That's where the furs come from.
Tell me about this.
Oh! Toys! New toys for the professor. Toys to play with time. You take care. They'll twist you out of mine.
Are there any Dune fans out there? Jack reminds me of the character Bijaz. The way he speaks and plays the fool. Bijaz would make these little turn of phrases that were very Shakespearean, and the entire time was working against the Atreides. I'm getting a similar vibe from this character.
We are living people frozen in eternity. You must go home to Alpha. There can be no children here.
But you asked us to come.
No growth! No future! No end! Just ever and a day.
But the expedition was from the 80s.
I think it's true, John. The year is 2870. So either they or we must have been through some kind of time warp.
Commander Koenig!
What?
I have tried to analyze the difference between what we are now and what we once were on Earth, because I have needed a mortal subject. But now I have you.
That makes sense from a scientific perspective.
We shall not be dependent on your lumbering and uncontrollable moon. We shall travel wherever and whenever we please.
Yes.
We shall be as gods in the universe.
Gods.
He's a bit unhinged. Fantastic camera angles. Previous experimentees.
Dr. Roland and his faithful followers never forget their gratitude to these of bygone days who've given their all for science.
Stop!
No, not Victor! He's the best mind on their expedition. If they lose him, I don't know what they'll do. This was so smart. They realized they couldn't fight them off person to person, so they just destroyed the equipment.
Commander Koenig, I hold you responsible.
Victor, do you know what might have happened to you?
I accepted his assurance that I would be in no danger.
It is perfectly safe.
Really?
Then we shall take our prize to the peoples of the universe,
That's a lot of ifs.
in which death shall have no dominion.
The greatest medical challenge conceivable.
Everything mankind has ever desired.
Except humanity.
All this and live forever? When do we move in, Commander?
Alan, I wish it was as simple as that. But there are Thulians who'd rather move to Alpha than face eternity here on Thule.
Can stay on Alpha if they choose.
That's reasonable, John.
A democratic choice.
Which sounds fair enough to me.
What if they don't have enough people to run Alpha, though?
No.
Oh, John, you've surely got
Alpha
to...
cannot function without a great many trained men to operate it. Therefore, freedom of choice is out of the question. Either all of us come, or all of us stay. Therefore, I suggest a vote. A majority decision. As commander.
Okay. Good
I'll
compromise.
accept it.
They will hear me. They shall not fail me.
Wait a minute. The Alphans have the right to know the whole truth. They must be told everything about life on Thule. I shall go with you.
No! No!
What if when they leave Thule, they shrivel up and die because they cannot leave the atmosphere or something like that?
We shall soon be returning with a full complement. Alphans and Thulians will walk together into the future. And what a future!
Here we go. Yeah. They become their true age. In case anyone's wondering, how did you guess that? It's because I have read Lost Horizon, which is a novel about Shangri-La, and one of the characters tries to leave and she ages down to her true age, and it's not pretty. So the minute Jack started raving, I thought, this is a Shangri-La situation.
Well, Commander, not to be outdone, we here on Thule have also cast our votes, if the outcome is of interest to mere mortals.
Jack, what have you decided?
We have abandoned our search for the secret of eternal life. Instead, we've turned our minds and resources to the problems of restoring the revered ones.
Jack, wherever we are, the future of Thule will haunt us to the end.
Goodbye. I absolutely love that they drew from James Hilton for this, along with definitely Shakespeare and potentially Frank Herbert as well. The writers on this series are well-read, intelligent people. I think this was incredibly well done. Yet again, the set designs were spectacular. The furs and the ice. They vaguely touched a little bit on the adaptation of the species where not only are they immortal, but they're able to withstand the cold, which explains some of the little skimpy outfits. But I wish they had done more about that. I could understand wanting to wear them because they look really cute. It's just the cold factor that I was having a problem with. They're going on about how it's negative 100 degrees as the woman is standing there in the background wearing nothing. That is a minor quibble in an otherwise amazing episode with some fantastic Shakespearean actors at their best. Henry V by Kenneth Branagh. I wore this VHS tape out as a child.
What to him from England?
Scorn and defiance, slight regard, contempt, and anything that might not misbecome the mighty sender. Doth he prize you, and? Thus says my king.
I would embarrass my parents constantly by quoting from it. We were out camping one time, and we got back, and we were standing in line for ice cream or something like that. I was a little tiny child, and I got bored easily, so I started loudly proclaiming, "Oh, for a muse of fire that would ascend the brightest heaven of invention." And my poor parents are like, "I am so sorry. We cannot get her to stop." When I was a bit older, we went to the Portland Rose Garden. For anyone who's been there, you know that there's a little stage area. I climbed up there and more Henry V. I'm pretty sure people going to look at a garden were not expecting a young teenager to be loudly shouting, "For he who sheds his blood with me this day shall be my brother." Anyway, that is how obsessed I am with that Henry V. It was my favorite Shakespeare play for a long time, until I got older, and now it is Coriolanus. The point of this rabbit trail being Brian Blessed is amazing in that film, so I was so excited to see him on Space 1999, and also very disappointed that we will never see him again. What a great character. I'm so glad they cast him. So far, it's like Space 1999 was just made for me. Like, they sat down in the writer's room and were like, how can we make a show that Alexa will love? And that's just what they did. It's like tailor-made.